Hello, my dear students. Good morning, everybody. We are going to study the topic operating system structures. The system components are process management, main memory management, file management, input output system management, secondary storage management, networking, protection system, and a command interpreter system. So there are 8 modules in the structure of operating system. The first module is process management. A program of or an application is a passive entity where contents of the file are stored on disk, and a process is an active entity with a program counter specifying the next instruction to execute. A process is the unit of work in a system. A system consists of a collection of processes, some of which are operating processes which execute system code, and rest is user processes which execute user code. All these processes can execute concurrently by multiplexing the CPU among them. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with process management. 1. Creating and deleting both user and system processes. Suspending and resuming processes. Providing mechanism for process synchronization. Providing mechanism for process communication, and providing mechanism for deadlock handling. The next module is main memory management. The main memory is central to the operation of computer system. Main memory is a large array of words or bytes which has its own address. Main memory is a repository of quickly accessible data shared by the CPU and input-output devices. The central processor reads instruction from main memory during instruction fetch cycle, and it reads and writes data from main memory during data fetch cycle. To improve both the utilization of CPU and speed of computer's response to its users, several programs should be kept in memory. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with memory management. Keeps track of which parts of memory are currently being used by and by whom. Deciding which processes are to be loaded into memory and when memory space becomes available. Allocating and deallocating memory space as needed. The third module is file management. Computers can store information on different physical media like magnetic tape, magnetic disk, and optical disk. Each medium is controlled by a device such as disk drive or tape drive and have unique characteristics. A file is a collection of related information defined by its creator. File represents programs and data. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with the management. 1. Creating and deleting files. Next, creating and deleting directories. Supporting primitive for manipulating files and directories. Mapping files onto secondary storage and backing up files for storage media. The next module is 1.3.4 input output system management. One purpose of an operating system is to hide the peculiarities of hardware devices from user. The input output subsystem consists of a memory management component that includes buffering, caching, and spooling, a general device driver interface, drivers for specific hardware devices. The next module is secondary storage management. That is fifth module. Since the main memory or primary memory is too small to accommodate all data, and programs and computer system provides a secondary storage. To prevent loss of data when power is lost, a backup of main memory is provided in secondary storage. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with secondary storage management. 1. Free space management. 2. Storage allocation. 3. Disk scheduling. The next module is networking. The processes in the system are connected through a communication network. The network may be fully or partially connected. The communication network design must consider message routing, connection strategies, and the problem of contention and security. Access to a shared resources allows computation speed. Computation speed is going to up. Increased functionality, increased data availability, and enhanced reliability. WWW creates a new access method for information sharing. A protocol HTTP was defined for communication between web server and web browser. A web browser needs to send a request for information to a remote machine's web server, and information like text, graphics, and links to other information is returned. The next module is protection system. A computer has multiple users and allows concurrent execution of multiple processes. Therefore, the various processes must be protected from one another's activities. Protection is any mechanism for controlling the access of programs, processes of users to the resources defined by the system. Protection prevents errors like malfunctioning and contamination. An unprotected resource cannot defend against unauthorized user. The next and last module is command interpreter system. System programs for an operating system are a command interpreter, which is the interface between the user and operating system. For example, MS-DOS, Unix. Treat the command interpreter as a special program that is running when a job is initiated. In user-friendly interface, mouse-based window and menu system is used in Microsoft Windows. The mouse is moved to position the mouse pointer on images or icons on the screen and shows programs, files, and a system function. Depending on mouse pointer's location, clicking the button on mouse can invoke a program, select a file or directory. Now we are going to see the question models or question types in this topic. What are the process management system? This is a short question. And what are the activities of file management system? These two questions are the question section B questions. What are command interpreter system? This is a section A question. Discuss in detail about system components. This is a section C question. Explain about the protection and security in operating system is also a section C question. Thank you, students.